enjoyed their dinner, their drinks. The party's not over. But in order to celebrate Steve Labbe, I thought I'd give him an introduction where he has a few words to say. It's really important that we hear from Steve. This room is full of love and friendship. I know, like I told you, for 22 years, Steve has been everything from an employee to a teammate to a comrade to a dear friend, as well as his wife, Mary. And I'm so...
Mary!
It's a bittersweet moment in a sense, but I couldn't be happier for him as he celebrates the next venture in life. We have a small gift for him, and then he's going to have some comments. This is a symbol of a gift of a fitted set of special golf clubs. That we got for Steve because he's going to be not only doing his salsa garden or his golfing or helping us on the side with our major routine. There you go, Steve. Happy retirement. Open that up as a symbol of our gift to you for all your service. Thank you.
Good job on the wrapping, Pinata.
I know, right?
Thank you, sir. Tiger Labbe. And now, the least stable. I don't know if he'll stand up on this chair. Steve Labbe.
Do not get on the chair.
I'm too short. Okay, I do have a speech. And it starts off with thank you all for showing up. I mean, wow. You know, when I was thinking of joining IM, and actually when I committed, I went and dropped in because Donna Mays processed all the new employees, and she said, "You're gonna love it here. It's like a family." And here I am amongst family, all the way, family and friends, celebrating this moment. So, wow, thank you so much. Donna, you were right. It's still a family, even though it's grown up. And I went up to Jade's office. There was an HR issue right before I retired, and we had to talk, but she says, first we've got to, Kayla's going to come in, we're going to talk about your retirement. And they're like, we're going to rent a place out, and we've been looking, and we're going to rent out the whiskey cake. And I'm like, are you? So here we are, right? And so Kayla, thank you. You are amazing. This has been awesome. This has been awesome. It's incredible. I truly appreciate it. And so I have to start with, thanking the leads, because I know it's my moment right now, but the leads that I've had, Mark Cranston, Rob Moorhead, Sean Stewart, James Blakesley, Tyler on tanks, Tim Urban, thank you. Even the folks who don't, Jason Soloff, even the folks who didn't report to me, the John Graves, Ken Salazar, Mike Watts, Greg Vidos, Kyle Baker, the team that led this unit to get us to the moon a couple times. Matt Atwell, and I am too. Chris Tutt. I mean, my God, all of that still remains, and I'm moving on, but you have the unit that is here that leads IM is remarkable, and I'm just, the support they gave me is just was incredible, and so I'm forever grateful. And then the exec team. I've said this to the exec team before, but maybe you guys haven't heard that, and a lot of you aren't really aware of it, but I've never been in a group that's so unified in purpose, right? There's no infighting. There's no asking, I want to show up that guy, or I want to be the first to get to the boss with this new information. It was always a unified effort under Steve and Tim's leadership to make sure that every proposal we put in, everything we did was about making IM successful, and it was joyous to work with the executive team, and God bless them. They're still that way, and it's amazing. So I was thinking about what I wanted to actually talk about from the heart, and I've had some time to spend in my garden, pulling weeds, and there's nothing that has more perseverance in life than a weed. You can pull them, and they come back. Well, maybe there's one thing, and that's IM, because if there's one key trait in my mind to achieving your dreams, it's perseverance. Just ask Rory McIlroy about that. You guys know I love golf. I was talking with AJ one day, and we were talking about her getting through the bar, and I relayed a story about when I was still a young engineer at NASA, and I was taking a CFD course through the Stanford Instructional Television Network. And in this day, that meant they recorded the class on a VHS. You guys even know what that is? And they would mail it to you, and then you would play it, but you couldn't interact with the professor. But by the end of the year, you had to write a CFD code that solved the Navier-Stokes equation and turn it in. And I did not succeed at that. At the end of the year, I got an incomplete, and I don't get incompletes. I get A's. And so I was annoyed that I got an incomplete, and I spent all summer figuring out what was wrong with my code, and when I turned it in, and I got back from the professor McCormick, he said, perseverance pays. And perseverance does pay. So where did I get that? Where did I get my perseverance? And I'm going to tie this all back. So I wasn't a big kid. I was no Dr. Crane. I was playing football. I was playing basketball, and my dad said in 6th grade, maybe you should try wrestling. Yeah. And I'm like, wrestling? The only thing I knew about wrestling was what I saw on late night TV. And he's going, no, I think so, because in 6th grade I weighed about 75 pounds. Football was really not in my future. So I took up wrestling, and I was pretty good, and I got to be pretty decent. And so I got to 8th grade wrestling, and there was a friend, a classmate, Matt Farron. And so Matt was the 5th of 5 brothers and all of them were wrestlers. He'd been wrestling since the 4th grade. He was phenomenal. As a matter of fact, Matt had never lost a wrestling match in 5th grade as a junior varsity, and in 6th, 7th grade in the varsity, and in 8th grade we're in the same weight class. And every week I get to see who's going to start for the team. You get to wrestle off and we're in the same weight class. So every week I wrestle Matt, and I wrestle him for 12 weeks, and every week Matt wins, and he goes undefeated. He's never lost, never a single time. And at the end of the year, you have a tournament, and I get in the one side of the tournament, and you can put multiple people in the tournament. I get one side, and Matt's in the other side, and I beat the 2nd seed, and I beat the 3rd seed, and there it is. It's Matt and I for the championship. And this isn't a Cinderella story. I do not beat Matt. But anyway, it's a better story than that, because I lose 1-0, and during the match, it's like, holy crap, there's like high school coaches around, like, watching this match, and as I'm walking off the mat, I'm like being offered scholarships and shit, and it's like, and they're like, where are your parents? Let's talk to your parents. And anyway, my perseverance paid off, because in 9th grade, I went to junior high, and I went undefeated. Yes, I really did. and I won that tournament. Matt wasn't there. He was at another school. But anyway, the point is that perseverance makes you better. It makes your opponents better. It makes everyone better. So why do I bring all that up? Because I've never been in a place with more perseverance than I am. Oh my God, it just bleeds out from the team. It's like, after I am one, did we like wallow in no, we dusted ourselves off, and we got back in it and chased after the dream, and made I Am 2 happen. And even like that was in the long term. In the immediate, we had when I Am 2 landed, and it was a disappointment, within minutes the operations team is like going at it and figuring out how to maximize what we had and get that return. And it was just that perseverance that really over and over and over again just gets through any obstacle and gets us to where we need to go. So I Am has it, and it's a key to the future of success, and I know I Am's going to be successful in the future. Please give James and Matt all of the support you've given me, because it's this team that made I Am successful, and you guys are going to do great going future. The future is so bright. It's time for a next chapter for me. Mary.
Hello.
She's put up with that hell of a lot, right? And I couldn't have done it without her love and devotion. I'm going to tell a story about a grapefruit tree. So her sister gave us this grapefruit tree. It was about a foot tall in the pot. We left it on our porch for a year. And it didn't do much, and her sister comes over for Christmas one day and says, you need to put that in the ground, you'll get grapefruit out of it. And I was like, okay. So we picked a spot in the backyard, and sure enough, that tree started to grow and put out fruit. And actually, it took a while to put out fruit, but pretty soon, it would fill up this area. It was 30 feet tall, and by the way, if you have ever walked under a grapefruit tree when it's in full blossom and smelled it, well, that's what heaven smells like. I guarantee you. And if you haven't, you need to experience it. But one day, Mary's out there looking at the grapefruit tree, and there's these caterpillars all over the grapefruit tree eating the leaves. And she takes one of those leaves off, and she runs to Home Depot to find out what is eating. What is this, and how do I get rid of it? And they're like, well, that's a caterpillar for a swallowtail butterfly. And she's like, oh my God, Steve loves butterflies. I've gotta get this back home. And so on the way home, she's like trying to hold the leaf up to the air conditioning, and it's like July and what have you. And anyway, that's, if you get in between something that someone she loves and something they love, she's gonna be there. And so she saved the caterpillar, and by the way, they still lay eggs on our Anyway, thank you, Mary. I love you. I've already told the recruiting story about where Steve and Tim got me to join IM, so I won't go through that again. But it was a gift. It was a gift. It was an opportunity. I was, tailing off my career at NASA, and that's why I told him 2 years. And I'm going to segue a little bit here because Steve brought it up. First time we were in a meeting together at NASA back in 2003 after Columbia, I was representing the Aero guys, and I was like, and we were talking about parochial support versus teamwork. And I was like, no, I want everyone to present their parochial. I want the Aero guy to say his thing, his prop guy, the instrument guy, and Steve chimed in and said, I don't think that's right. I think we want everyone to be collaborative. And the reality is we were both right. You want everyone to bring their narrow perspective, and then you want everyone to think about the big perspective. And that's what IM also does very, very well. So it's the best career decision I ever made. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Steve. I don't know how better to have put a capstone on my career than being part of the last 6 years. It's been fun, and you made it special in so many ways. It was truly, truly wonderful. I'm going to leave you with a couple of quotes from Mary Oliver. She's a poet. If you don't know Mary Oliver, you should.
Not her maiden name.
Yeah.
Although I am a poet, we just don't know it.
So I'm not reading her whole poem, but I don't want to end up simply visiting this world. And so I'm not going to just simply end visiting this world. We're going to go explore it. And then instructions for living a life. Pay attention, be astonished, and talk about it. Y'all have astonished me. Thank you so much. I won't be a stranger. I'm going to haunt you all. I'll be around.
So drink.
Yeah.